Welcome to this edition of Empower305. With us is someone that I've been longing to be my guest here, and her name is Annie Perez. She is the Director and Chief Procurement Officer for the City of Miami. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so honored to be here with you today, Kenya. I'm really excited about this.
Oh, I'm so proud that you're here, and there's a lot that your department does, but what is the role of being a Director and Chief Procurement Officer in the City of Miami?
So my main responsibility is to oversee all the purchases, the solicitations, the contracts, the awards of everything for goods and services, and architecture, engineering, and construction. We also help out our quasi-agencies quite a bit. So I guess you can say we're a fully centralized procurement department, which wasn't the case when I got here.
Yeah, you've made not just changes, but progressions for the better. And
yes.
And there's a better streamlined process of what I have learned through the years. How can Miami residents become vendors for the city, and not also the non-City of Miami vendors, anybody per se?
So it's really easy. Our process is really easy. It's online. If you go to miamigov.com, you look at doing business with the city, click there, and you can find my department. And when you click on it, you'll see two things. The first thing you'll see is our contract database, which is important for transparency purposes. You can see every contract.
For the whole state?
For the whole city,
okay.
Everything. And you can see all the documents associated with the contract. So it helps with public records requests and things like that. And then if you go further, you can see, how to register as a vendor. I strongly suggest that not only you register as a vendor, but we also have free registration with BidNet, which is our platform for solicitations. Okay. And both those links are there.
Where should the person visit if they're interested?
If you go to, you can type City of Miami.
Miami.gov.
There's a section called Doing Business with the City. And you can click there, and it takes you straight into procurement.
That's awesome. And for those that are listening and not watching us, because we get questions also as to how can we become a vendor, right? Mm-hmm. Or they'll direct message us. But on this platform, people are going to be able to better learn how easy it is. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like that before, and you've done a remarkable job with that. I have to give you props.
Thank you.
Because it does definitely make the process easier.
Well, I think part of it is, one of the charges I had when I came to the city, I came from the Miami-Dade County, which was a huge entity. And one of the things was I learned what went right over there and what went wrong. There was a lot of red tape. The registration process for vendors was very tedious, and I didn't want that here. So I wanted to make it as streamlined as we can. We're constantly trying to evolve our vendor registration process, and I think it's really, really easy. We also have a vendor liaison in my office who's in transition, just got promoted. So we're going to be looking for another vendor liaison, but we always have somebody to help if you get stuck.
That's very important, mm-hmm. because sometimes we tend to get stuck, but I've seen that the streamlined process is so much more easier now. How does the city promote the participation of small businesses and local enterprises in the whole contracting processes?
We always reach out to vendors that we know are small businesses. We try to reach out to them, but we also have events like industry days. When we have a big solicitation that's going to come out, we hold an industry day. You always help us promote it on social media.
Yeah, I'm big about promoting those events. I'm big about small businesses.
Yeah, so am I. And one of the things that we do is we will go over the scope of services for that solicitation. And if you are a small business and perhaps that particular solicitation or the goods or services or, Annie and construction is a project too big for you, I still encourage you to go because there's always subcontracting opportunities. So that's the perfect venue where you can meet some of the bigger contractors and kind of network and, make your rounds and get to know them for future opportunities.
And just recently, you had your second pathways to procurement, right? And it was phenomenal. Can you talk a little bit about it? We have great
Yes.
images.
Yes.
You did a great job. You and your assistant director, Lisa.
Yes, and my staff. It's a
Amazing.
labor of love.
It is.
It really is. And it's something where we bring together, all the agencies from state, local, federal. We invite them to come be a part of it, because the way I see it is, yes, I want to engage local, small, minority type businesses to come and do business with the city of Miami. But if they can't, they also have opportunities with federal, state, local, county, school board. We even had Jackson Health there. And it's a way to educate. We do a lot of panel discussions where we educate vendors on, how to properly do a solicitation, or tips on, if you're applying for federal work. We always have a federal panel. And so it's a part of education, and it's also networking, big on the networking, because all these agencies have tabletops, and you can go and meet with them, get to know them. And, this year was kind of special because we had a special announcement from FIFA, who
Yes.
obviously will be here in 2026. And they are big promoters to help small local businesses. So it's really awesome that they came and made a huge announcement that they're going to be doing a portal for small local businesses for things that they need, etc. So that was really, really big for us.
Yeah. I remember the first year you did it, and now the second one. You had a great turnout. People love to come back and see. And those forums, those roundtable forums were very informative.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see that people were very receptive to what was being said. And that's important. So people think, procurement. Yeah, procurement plays a huge role even during hurricanes, emergency.
Yes.
That's when I met you.
Yes.
I met you during...
an EOC activation.
Yes, at the EOC activation. And I want to say you are probably one of the... We all have huge roles, right? But you have a role that is continuous because of the services that have to be provided, and everything goes through you, right? My money girl. And your assistant director and all your staff have always done a remarkable job. And those are the things that you do behind the scenes that our residents probably don't know, and our vendors as well. But thank you for what you do. I know that there's a lot more information that we can bring to the table in additional podcasts. So you have an open invitation to come back.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you do. And again, there's things that I know that are in store that you probably have that you don't want to talk about just yet, right?
We're getting ready for hurricane season, I'm just saying.
Yes, we are. We got to be ready. And Miami's always Miami ready.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's right.
But thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kenya. Thank you to the team.
Awesome. And that's a wrap. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.